Alright guys, so we're going to talk about a couple finishes from the knee on belly position. Just to talk about the knee on belly really quick, sometimes we go from side control, we use the knee on belly as an in-between position, moving to the mount, or maybe even the back mount, depending what the person on bottom does, right? So I can be in whatever combination of bottom control, and all of a sudden I decide, okay, knee on belly, boom. This is good for self-defense because I'm not completely committed to the person. If I need to stand up and move away, I can. If we're talking about a fight situation, I can strike, right? Maybe get the person to turn away to their belly, get a better position. Or if I'm moving to the mount, my knee position changes and it goes across the waist. All right, so if it went across the waist, I'd go knee down first and into the mount. I'm looking for control. I turn. I'm trying to keep this far shoulder down. So if he would turn to me, he's trying to come into me, and I'll keep this far shoulder down, strike, control, negotiate, whatever I'm going to do from that position, right? Also, especially in a no-gi situation, when this person's playing very, very tight, and you're in the mount position, you can't get anything, right? Sometimes it's a good idea to move that knee on belly and put pressure on them. Just the weight itself makes them uncomfortable, makes it hard for them to breathe, and they have to start to react. If I was going to move there, hands on the mat, curl my leg over, keep my knee down, and then I move here to a nice, strong knee on belly position. So I'm actually having my knee almost on his sternum and pressing down to get a reaction out of him. So we'll talk about a couple ways he can react. If he reacts properly, just a good escape is a good escape. But if he does not react properly, we have the opportunity to take advantage of it, okay? He's going to take this far arm and he's going to push the knee. Because he doesn't know any better, or he's so tired, he just wants to get me off, okay? Not thinking about a technique. As he starts to push, he turns a little bit, leaves this big old hole. It's a nice triangle. I'm going to use my near arm. I'm going to go inside that triangle. And I'm going to cup his tricep with my palm up. So I go in, and I grab the tricep, palm up. I'm going to pull towards me to get him even more on the side. As I pull, I'm going to step my leg over his head. Right? So I pull Gino, step my leg over his head as far as I can to be in this position. You notice I still have balance on my toes. The idea is to get my shin underneath his arm, okay, to his armpit. Don't worry about your opposite leg for right now. So I turn and get to this position. My leg is down, just like I always would do in armbar. I pull my heel to my hips. Super tight thigh master-like pinch. Extend the arm, thumb to the sky, slow up to finish. Idea here, or just a different finish. Same concept, so I'm knee on belly. My knee is towards that far shoulder for control. I'm on top of my opponent. He decides he's going to push off, use bad technique. I go inside with my near arm, grab the tricep with my palm up. I step over. As I step over, I'm just going to stop in that same position. I step over, so pull, and then I put my knee on the ground. So instead of taking it all the way to the arm lock, I put it on the ground. Here, I still keep a nice tight pinch, and I'm going to do a switch. So I have control of my right arm. I'm going to punch my left arm through and kind of grab it with the crook of my arm. I then remove my arm, and I grab his wrist. As I grab his wrist, I grab my own wrist in the process, and I turn to finish. When I'm doing this Kimura, I'm not bringing the arm down. I do not want the arm to straighten out. I'm trying to do my best not to fall either. I'm posted on this knee, and then I turn out. I connect this tricep to my chest. My whole body turns. So I'm on Gino here, and Gino's like, man, I'm not going to make the mistake of pushing on the knee. Okay? I'm just making another mistake. I'm going to try to push against his body, like try to push my partner back here. Another situation, this person needs to actually be pushing, so they have to turn their side. Just him doing this is not going to relieve the pressure that's on his body right now. He would have to turn into me, boop, to try to push me off to relieve this pressure. Okay? So Gino starts to push into me. I'm going to relax and like collapse on top of him. The hand that's nearest his hip is going to go under. Okay? My opposite hand is going to go over. Make my hands grab. So Gino's pushing here. I collapse. Fall past. I go over. Here, I grab. Fall on top of Gino here. From there, I slide my left hand until my right hand grabs my bicep. My hand goes on Gino's back. You have two ways to finish. I can either sprawl and squeeze with my thumb up to finish this technique, or if I'm feeling a little bit more athletic, I can step over his body and finish from the mount. Okay, both, a lot of pressures.